joining us. I am honored to be in beautiful, quaint Smithfield, North Carolina, with none other than Rufus Brown, who is manager here at Johnston County Hams.
That's
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Now the smells in here are wonderful. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell all the curing of the hams, but we don't have that. But Rufus is going to take us on a little journey, and he's going to let us know all about the ham business. My name is Karen Boone. I am the owner of a State Farm Insurance and Financial Service Agency in Raleigh. But today, I'm here on behalf of Small Business Insight, and I'm joined by Rufus Brown. So Rufus, thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for coming down.
It's my pleasure. So Rufus, tell us a little bit about Johnston County Hams. How long have you been in business at this location?
Johnston County Hams has been in business since 1946. It started as a frozen locker plant way back before freezers were available in the home.
Wow.
And from there it progressed into curing hams, and we've been in this same location for 70 years.
Wow. Right here on Brightleaf Boulevard,
Right here on
70
Brightleaf.
years. Okay. Now, since you've been doing this for a while, what are the trends or what changes have you seen over those 70 years?
I have seen the country ham business from going from a main staple food in the home to now it's more of a, I'm going to say, probably more of a treat or specialty item.
Sure.
Like one time a year, and it's also going into probably changes where we're doing a lot of hams for specialty restaurants. It's turned into more of a gourmet item.
Wow. Okay. Because your biggest seasons, Easter and Christmas, am I right there?
Easter's a little bump, but Christmas and Thanksgiving's the biggest.
Okay, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Now, Rufus, I see that you have several plaques and awards. Tell us a little bit about those.
Those were awards that were accumulated over 70 years. Majority of them came from the NC State Fair.
Wow.
A lot of them came from the Ham and Yam Festival, and a lot of them came from other competitions that we had across the state.
Okay.
And right now, there's not a lot of competitions, going on anymore, but we won our fair share of it.
Well, it certainly looks like it. And folks out there in internet TV land, you can't see them, but they go all around the wall. And this is a very, very nice shop. You got to come on down here to Brightleaf Boulevard and check it out and tell them that Karen sent you and ask for Rufus, and he'll take excellent care of you. Now, Rufus, tell us a little bit about your organization here. How many employees do you have? How big is your outfit?
Okay. It's we're classified as, I reckon, as a small business. Under the USDA, the federal government, we're classified as a very small meat plant.
Okay.
We have approximately around about 8 employees in the back of the plant that work, and then there's myself and Teresa, who handles the office part of it. And we may add 2 to 3 additional seasonal employees on a holiday time.
Okay. So tell me, what are your employees doing? What's a typical day like here at your shop?
Well, they kind of flip-flop back and forth. One day they may be boning hams, they may be cooking hams one day, and then the other days they may be in back of the plant dealing with the curing process. They may be salting some fresh hams coming in, or they may be washing hams or moving hams around from one stage to the other. So,
Approximately how many hams are you handling per month or per year?
well, I would say they're probably handling anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 hams a month.
4,000 to 6,000 per month.
Per month.
Wow. How many during the Thanksgiving and Christmas months?
It would
Double. Okay. Now, have you seen any change in your business due to competition from like honey baked ham?
We have our own honey baked type ham ourselves. We have seen that. There was a big shift toward that several years ago, but we still have a lot of people that like the traditional country ham.
Absolutely, and going back to that smoking and curing, correct? Wonderful. Well, you know, Rufus, you're running a small business here, right in the heart of Smithfield on Brightleaf Boulevard. So, are you, as a small business owner, ever challenged with making sure that you have customers coming in, making sure that your product stays where you want it to be so that your numbers will be where they want them to be? Is that ever a challenge for you?
Anytime you're a small business, it's a big challenge, whether it's finding employees, whether sales, marketing, it's just, every day seems to be a challenge.
Every day has its new set of challenges. I understand. Now, how long have you been in the business? I know we've been here, you've been here 70 years.
Yeah, the business has been here 70 years. In 1967, the present owners hired my dad. We were up in Virginia. I was less than a year old. So he moved, my dad and my mom, we moved down here in 67. And so I grew up in the business, working in high school and in the summers in college. And once I came out of college, I came here full time. And I've been here, I'm trying to calculate now, about 26, 27 years full time.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, you've got some good things going on here. I'm going to shift back to those employees for just a minute.
Okay.
Because our viewing and listening audience, sometimes as small business owners, and I'll raise my hand to that, we are challenged with attracting good talent because we can only be as good as those that are on our team. Would you agree with that?
That's correct.
So sometimes it becomes a challenge attracting talent and going to the right places to find it. Sometimes talent walks in the door, but it might not be a good match or fit for us. Am I making sense there? So tell me, how do you go about capturing or acquiring your employees that make up your team?
Well, it's kind of changed. It shifted. We used to just hire, we put ads in the newspaper years ago, and then we would take people walking in. But now we go strictly through a local temporary service,
Okay.
which is based here. And they're also a small business based here in Smithfield. And that's the way we're able to select employees that are able to do the work. And then if they, we'll keep them here for so many months. If they work out, and we hire them full time.
Okay. So it's sort of like a temporary to hire position.
Yes, and with today, with the different background checks and the drug testing and everything, they handle all that for us. So we can find a better quality of employee going through the temporary service.
Sure, I understand. And I've heard one key, I guess you call it subject line or topic that you use. You said the temp service is another small business.
That's correct.
So you're operating here in Smithfield, supporting another small business.
That's correct.
Absolutely. What's your vision for Johnston County Hams?
Vision for Johnston County Hams is we've kind of trended over the last few years of it's real big now. Our customer base and a lot of the local customers, they're wanting to buy local, which I have not seen. That's been a long time since we've seen that sort of shift. And we just want to continue meeting that need, producing a local quality product.
Sure.
And able to ship. We have a lot of customers that order, all across the United States and ship to them.
Wow, so you are exporting your product to other states that might not be able to have that local presence to get that country cured ham. Okay. Shipping all over the world.
All over, pretty much United States, and we do
Mhm.
some exporting and down to the Caribbean. Some.
Do you really?
Yeah, sure do.
Okay. So let me ask you this: since your industry is dependent upon hog farming,
Yes.
how has that recent change or legislation, has that affected you in any kind of way?
Probably not. That is
Okay.
kind of, It's, I tell you what, the change we have seen is with the customer base wanting to buy local produced product, they're also wanting us to buy from local farmers. So we're
Okay.
actually doing some work with some local farmers in the eastern North Carolina.
Mhm.
They're looking, everybody's wanting to go back to using where the things were, hogs
Mhm.
raised on the ground, and that's what we're doing right now. So.
And you made an interesting point. A lot of people want to go back to the way things used to be.
That's correct.
So I guess that gives a lot of truth to the old adage that nothing is really new under the sun.
That's correct.
And everything will go back full circle if we just wait long enough.
That's correct.
Absolutely. We talked about your employees. We talked about your establishment here. We talked about what goes on behind the scenes. Do you have an internet presence?
We do. We have our website, which is countrycuredhams.com.
Give us that one more time.
It's country cured, C-U-R-E-D, hams, H-A-M-S.com.
Wonderful.
Where we do a lot of internet business on that. And our products are also, we have other customers that are selling our products on Amazon.com. So
Okay.
and there's some other places too. We do drop shipping. So there's if you do a search on the internet for Johnston County hams, it'll pop up in several places.
Okay, so you do have that internet presence so that you can compete in that arena as
Yes,
well.
yes.
That's wonderful, because as a small business owner, I find that is so important. And it's more important now than it used to be
Oh yeah.
maybe when we first started.
Yeah.
Because we have to do business the way that our clients want to do
That's
business. We
correct.
have to adapt. So, Rufus, you talked about the organization, the vision, challenges. Are there any other topics, or is there any other thing that you want this listening audience to know, hear, and experience about Johnston County hams?
Just would like for anybody who wants to, please come down here and visit us. We've got a wide variety of products in here. Also, we carry North Carolina specialty products in here other than the hanging.
Like what other kind of specialty products?
We carry a lot of peanuts and jams and jellies and all kinds of chocolates. And we try to carry as much North Carolina produced items as we can. We have Ashe County cheese. We just have, like I said, we also have the honey spiral sliced hams there. So, and we have a lot of ready-to-go meals. There's another one of our customers, Lady Fingers Caters, that are in Raleigh. They're a small business.
Now, where are they in Raleigh?
I'm not exactly. I think they're located pretty close to Crabtree. I think. So, but they use our ham and their ham biscuits, and then they make a bunch of other ready-to-go meals that we find in our freezer case. And just please come down and check us out.
Will do. And what you said prompted me to want to ask you one more question.
Okay.
Do you find yourself being a ham critic, since you know what good ham should look like, taste like, smell like? If you go somewhere else and you eat somebody else's, do you find yourself a ham critic?
I do. If you go, the type of ham that we produce here is a specialty type ham, and the amount of producers have really shrunk over the years, usually, to the demand and everything. So yeah, I like trying different type of hams, even the ones from Italy and from Europe. I always love to try those. Travel.
Wonderful. All right, Rufus, so we're going to wrap this up with our audience today. Now, give us your address.
Okay. It's 204 North Brightly Boulevard in Smithfield, North Carolina.
And, I'm sorry, what's the telephone number so we can call you?
It's 919-934-8054 or 1-800-543-4267.
And that web address one more time.
Country Cured, C-U-R-E-D, hams, H-A-M-S.com.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been my pleasure to spend time with Rufus here at Johnston County Hams on Brightleaf Boulevard in Smithfield. You really need to come down because this quaint location is something that you need to see, and you can get locally farmed products. And Rufus and his team will be here to take good quality care of you. So I'm Karen Boone, State Farm Agency owner in Raleigh. On behalf of Small Business Insight, thank you so much for joining us today.